I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you, far too kind.
What is algae and where do they come from? The kingdom of Protists, protos meaning very first, a kingdom full of misfits unicellular organisms, although some can be multicellular. Some have to get their food and some can create it. Most live in water, but some in your body. These organisms are eukaryotic, but don't get me wrong, they're not plant, fungus, or animals, classified by how they obtain nutrients and how they move. But today we're talking about plant-like algae. Beautiful, huh? Looks like a bunch of blood and water to me. Red algae are marine plants that live mainly in shallow waters and deep tropical seas. A few also live in fresh water. They are commonly found in tide pools and coral reefs. The larger species have filaments that are massed together and resemble the leaves and stems of plants. They have no flagella, no chloroplast, or endoplasmic reticulum. They typically grow attached to a hard surface or other algae. Cell walls of red algae become heavily encrusted with minerals and help to cement and stabilize coral reefs. Some red algae are economically important as providers of foods in jails. For this reason, there is a lot of farming and natural harvest of red algae that occur in numerous areas of the world. Red algae are eaten by fish and worms. They are also eaten by humans in sushi and pudding. Red algae are used to produce agars, which are substances used as food additive and in science labs. They also are used to treat the herpes simplex virus.
Mad 'cause she ain't like me. Oh, you mad 'cause nobody ever did it like me.
Is brown algae really better than red algae? Let's see. Brown algae are shiny brown seaweeds that are especially abundant along rocky coasts, although some float in the open ocean. They are large in size and include the giant kelps, which are located along the Pacific coast and form forests that provide habitats to a wide range of marine life. Brown algae contain an accessory brown colored pigment that gives the plants their characteristic dark color. Brown algae can be found in interdiurnal zones, near coral reefs, and in deeper waters. There are about 1,800 species of brown algae. The largest and one of the most well-known is kelp. Brown algae are eaten by herbivorous organisms such as fish and sea urchins. Bottom-dwelling organisms also utilize brown algae, such as a kelp, when pieces of it sink to the sea floor to decompose. Brown algae are used to produce alginates, which are used as food additives in industries. Common uses include food thickeners, stabilizers, and fillers. Do you think they were better? Green algae ranges from simple one-cell organisms to complex multi-cell organisms. They might be found in fresh water, although some live in the sea. Most green algae are single-celled and microscopic, forming the slimy scum in stagnant ponds. Others are larger and more complex, forming round colonies composed of many cells or occurring as straight or branched filaments which are long thin series of cells. Green algae are thought to be in the evolutionary line that gave rise to the first land plants. Green algae are capable of photosynthesis and have a dark to light green coloration which comes from having chlorophyll A and B. Green algae are common in areas where light is abundant, such as shallow water and tide pools. There are over 4,022 species of green algae. Like other algae, it serves as an important food source for herbivorous marine life, such as fish and sea snails. The pigment beta-carotene is used as a food color and also may have benefits for treating cancer. Researchers also announced in January 2009 that green algae may play a role in reducing global warming. Some of the single-celled and colonal green algae have small tails or flagella attached to each cell, which they use to swim. They show the greatest diversity of shapes, sizes, and species of any group of freshwater algae.
He likes bubbles.